My name is Joseph P. Smith. I'm a criminal defense attorney and I represent clients throughout the state of California and in all federal courts. I'd like to talk to you this afternoon about the general category of crimes known as sex crimes. Within that broad category, there are many different offenses with which an individual can be charged in the criminal justice system. Some crimes, I refer to them as street crimes. Those offenses would include prostitution, indecent exposure. Those are a very common example. Another category of sex crimes involves victimization, either a forcible sexual assault or assault of an individual who is incapable of giving consent, and that would include unconscious people as well as children and minors. Regardless of the type of sex crime that you're charged with, it is important that you retain the services of an experienced criminal defense attorney, and not just someone with experience in the general types of offenses that are out there, but who has specific experience defending against these types of sex crimes. When you have an individual who's been charged with this type of offense, very often the attitude and the demeanor of people who find out that that individual's been charged, they conclude right away that the person's guilty. Throw the book at him, lock him up, throw away the key. These are very common reactions of individuals. And that type of common reaction to sex crimes carries over to the jury pool. Having an experienced criminal defense attorney who has successfully defended individuals before juries that are charged with similar crimes is very important to the individual, because the education process starts at the beginning of the case, first with the prosecutor, to explain to them why the individual either is not guilty of the crime that's charged, or, which often happens, the individual may be guilty of a lesser crime, but not the crime that's been charged. Further, collateral consequences are very important to consider if you or a loved one has been charged with a sex crime. When I talk about collateral consequences, I'm referring to not only things like Megan's Law or registration as a sex offender, which can have lifelong consequences for the individual, but also there are consequences that flow from just the process of being convicted in terms of the person's position in society, how they're going to be treated by neighbors, family, friends, as well as employers. It's very important that if you or an individual has been charged with a sex crime, whether it's prostitution, indecent exposure, sexual assault, assault of a minor, anything of that nature, that you consult with an experienced criminal defense attorney on how best to prepare your defense. Thank you very much.